Dear all, welcome to the one-on-one set. In the studio tonight, we have with us Sagar Maharoo. He is the 2019 World Cup champion in Kyokushin Karate. And tonight, during this episode of One-on-One, Sagar is going to share with us the role and importance of martial arts in his life. Sagar, thank you so much for joining us in the studio of the MBC.
Thank you very much for inviting me for this and give me this platform. It's a great pleasure to be here.
Sagar, you've actually been practicing Kyokushin Karate since you were 4, right?
Yes.
And Kyokushin Karate is in fact a style of karate that is originated in Japan. It is a full contact style of stand-up fighting, and the philosophy lays mostly on discipline, self-improvement, and training, hard training.
Yes.
How do you actually define Kyokushin Karate?
So Kyokushin was founded by Matsu Tatsuyama. It's our master. So it's the one who found Kyokushin. And normally Kyokushin is standing full contact fight where we use punches and elbow to the body and kicks and knees to the legs, to the body and to the head. Normally Kyokushin is not just only fighting. It's like going to a school. So it's like having a syllabus. So the first we have Kihon, which is the basic technique. So we got the Zuki, which is the punches. We got the striking movements. We got the blocking, which is blocking movements, and we have the Geri, which is the kicks. And also the next step is Idogeko, which is a moving basic and advanced technique. And to carrying forward, we have Kata, okay, which is an imaginary combat moves, and we have conditioning, which is based on health and skill related fitness, and to finish, we have Kumite, which is sparring.
And the competition is mostly based on kata and kumite, right?
Yes. Yes, we have different types of competition that we do that we organize in Kyokushin, which is the kata and the kumite.
Okay. Many people, in fact, see martial arts or, combat sports as a means of self-defense. But would you say that Kyokushin Karate is more simply than an efficient method of self-defense?
Normally, Kyokushin, I would not say it's a mean of self-defense, but it's also based on the values and how to live in society. It's just not we go to the dojo and we learn katas, kumites, basic technique, but also we learn values, how to respect others, how to live in the society and all these things. And yes, it is also for self-defense, but
it's more
mixed
than
together.
that. Yeah.
Yes, more than that.
It's like a way of life, we can say, right?
Yes, way of life. Kyokushin is a way of life, yes.
And like I've said earlier, you were involved in Kyokushin since the age of 4, and you're now 25, right?
25, yes.
How did you get involved in this sport? Talk to us about your journey.
So, my father, he himself, he's a Shihan. He's the branch chief of Aikyo Nakamura in Mauritius. So he introduced karate to me at the age of 4. And I started to practice it, and since now, and I started my fighting career, I think at age of 6. Yeah, so I started to compete at age of 6, regional and national tournament, and I have been multiple times national champion. And then in 2019, so after all those training that I did, and I went to a World Cup champion, which was held in Ukraine, and I was the champion for this tournament. And after 2 months, I went again in Indian Ocean Championship, which was in Reunion Island, and again I was a champion there. So two times champion in 1 year.
So how were those experiences for you? I mean, it's huge, right?
Yes.
To win those titles.
Yes. I would say it's not that difficult. The path that you need to take is different. Now you're not like a normal person that you can drink everything, you can eat everything, you can sleep whatever or what time you want. So there's a big, let's say, a big training behind these tournaments. So everything that I do is quite different. So the eating is different. You need to have a good nutrition. You need to have a good sleep. Drink a certain amount of water. So these things, and also hard training. So the training was totally tough. Like I said, Kyokushin is not. It's a full contact sport. We punch to to the stomach and legs. So I would say yes. The training was totally hard to my pathway towards the tournament.
But were you able, to strike a balance between your studies and your training for Kyokushin?
Yes, at that time I was doing my diploma in fitness. I would say lots of people say, okay, I don't have time because I need to study, I need to do this, I need to do that. I think that if you place a timetable, you know at what time you're going to wake up, at what time you're going to do your training, at what time you're going to study. There's a possibility. Yes, we can do it, and there was
Proper schedule is important.
yes, schedules. I would say it was okay for me because I schedule everything that I need to do in one day. So I need to know. I know at what time I'm going to wake up, at what time I'm going to eat, at what time I'm going to study, and at what time I'm going to to do training and sleep. So this was already planned.
In that sense, Kyokushin was not just a hobby for you. You really wanted to give your best in that martial art, right? And leave your name out there.
Yes, like I say, it was a gift from my father. He gave me this. I'm very happy, so he shared everything, his experience to me, and I would say he's my great inspiration. It's if it's towards him that I'm here today, and as I say, before it was just a hobby, okay, and time by time, training by training and getting experience, it become now it's my job.
Yeah.
So it's my job, and I share the same experience that I've been taught to other students.
And over the course of its long and impressive history, Kyokushin has evolved and become one of the most dynamic and beautiful sports. We have so many people nowadays, different age group, practicing Kyokushin. So do you think that this martial art can equip a person with the tool that they need to, get out of any conflict?
Yes, I would say for me, I got lots of students who train with me, and personally for me, it had helped me a lot. Yes, it helped me mentally, physically, and I would say emotion also. So in the dojo, when you come in the dojo, it's like you got different people, like different types of person that train with you, and also the shihan or the senpai, which is the coach. They always, it just not only teach you, it's not only teaches you how to punch and kicks, but they give you, moral values, how to control your emotion, have self-esteem, to make you strong mentally and physically also. So yes, it helped me a lot in my studies also, I would say, and emotionally and also mentally. So let's say Kyokushin made me more
Strong.
stronger than
Yeah.
before. Now you just have self-control of yourself and you become strong, not only physically but mentally also.
That's a great thing, right?
Yes.
Yes. And do you think that there are any important techniques in Kyokushinkai? What is the principle of all?
I would say yes. We do have different techniques, but everything matters. You can't just use one element. It came with a full package. You need to use everything. You can't just not use only okay. You just learn to be strong mentally, but you're weak physically. It's not like that. So you need to combine everything, which is to become strong. So everything is important in Kyokushin.
But is conditioning pivotal when someone decides to take, to take part in a Kyokushin class? How does it improve flexibility and all?
So conditioning is important. You got health-related and fitness. Health-related fitness and skills-related fitness. So you need to have your cardio. So cardiovascular endurance, muscles endurance, flexibility, strength, and you will also have skills-related fitness, which is you need to be more agile, speed, power, so coordination, which is very important. So we do different training to improve these sections. Like for example, cardio in a committee, which is a national or international tournament, seniors needs to fight for 3 minutes. So we prepare ourselves. So we got the running phase, we got the sparring, which is 10 rounds of 2 minutes with 10 seconds of rest, and conditioning. I would say to make your abdominal part very strong, we use hard punch and hard kicks to make us strong. And it's just not also being physically strong, but mentally, because when you go in the ring, it's different. It's just not okay. I'm going to fight. I'm going to use all my power and everything. It's strategy, the way you think, how you're going to start your fight, and also mentally. It's not easy to go in the tatami and you see your opponent towards you. He's the one who's going to fight. So your heart starting to be fast and everything. So you need to have this self-control, and say, okay, everything's going to be fine. We are in the tatami and we need to do it. Let's do this. Yes.
Wow. But besides Kyokushin, do you practice other sports as well?
Yes, I do other sports. It's not only Kyokushin. I play basketball. I did also. I'm also first degree in kickboxing, so I do kickboxing, Muay Thai, and I did try other sports too. Swimming. I do paddling, Dragon Ball, kayak. So all these, it's form part.
Okay. And now you actually teach combat moves, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us more about it? What is it exactly? And how does it differ from martial arts, maybe?
So combat moves. Lots of people doesn't like to get hit, or to get punches, and to be in the martial art section. So combat moves is basically more fun, which is using music and we move. We use different moves. So in combat moves, I use different types of martial arts: capoeira, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Kyokushin, boxing. So these are included in the combat moves, where we use music, we move, and we do some kicks and punches, which is basically more fun. And normally we do it with groups, and it's based 100% on cardio and muscles endurance.
And what was your main idea behind, coming up with that concept?
So, like I say, lots of people doesn't like to get hit and to go in the tatami to fight. And lots of people wants to try, to do it, but they are afraid to go, in the tatami. Say martial art is difficult, but I would
It's a
say it's not.
disguised way
Yes, they
of high
think
intense
it
training,
is.
yeah.
They think it is difficult, but it's not the same. But so I did combat moves so that lots these people can come and have fun with music and moves, do some punches and everything, and to stay with the group. And it's completely different. It's kind of Zumba, but we use more punches and kick.
And can it be practiced by anyone at any age? So
Yes, you can practice it. There's no age. Everyone can practice it, and that depends on the intensity that the coach is going. Yes.
could you tell us a bit how the classes are conducted?
So normally we start with a cardio just to warm up the body before we're going to do some stretching. So first we're going to start with the cardio, light cardio, and then we go with dynamic and ballistic stretching, and then we are going to go for the main section, which is the combat moves, or If you're doing Kyokushin, so we're going to do it for the basic technique and everything, and it always ends with the cooling down. But after the cooling down, I always talk with my student. So every time, it's very important nowadays. You need to talk about drugs, the conflicts that are affecting the youth, the respect, the discipline, and everything. So the moral and moral values, how to live in a society and everything. Yes.
It's always there, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
always.
Sagar, teaching self-defense technique, combat moves, or even a martial art is not so easy. It's a responsibility. So, what are the challenges that you face when it comes to being a coach?
So in a dojo, there are different types of people, different types of thinking.
Yeah, mindset.
So let's say I would say I'm going to do a class with the kids. So if you're going to teach the kids, kids are very brutal. They are going to, okay, let's try this. So senpai had taught me this. I'm going to try with my partners. Sometime before class the class starts. They use this movement with their friends. And normally my job is to talk with them and to teach them the right way. So to talk with them, to not using it with friends, always protect the weaker one. And, so all these things, it's important, the coach, that you need to tell your student that, self-control, don't use all these things that I'm teaching you in the wrong way. Okay, so this is very important also to talk and not just to show and let them go like this. Yeah.
And are there any aspects that one should take into consideration before joining the combat class?
I would say everyone can join the class. That depends. Okay, if you have any health issues, normally I ask my student to bring their health status so that I can check. But normally everyone can do it. There's no restricted thing to. Yes, sports is for everyone.
But in a class, there are actually different types, different levels of students. So how do you cater that everyone reach their highest potential?
So we never push the kids. So if the kids are taking time, we go with him. So we never push him. So for example, if you're going to push someone, maybe some of students like it, but some will not like it. They're going to be like, okay, I'm not comfortable. Okay, that's not for me. They're going to be upset. Sometimes I have lots of case like that. So I normally give the time and like using diplomacy, work with them differently. If some kids, they're not good at listening, but they are good by visualizing. Like if you do demonstration, it's going to be very easy. Yeah, they grasp it very easily. So I use different methods, and sometimes I break the classes. So we have the higher rank that we help the lower rank. This is what I do. So I separate the class, and to give them more time to learn. And other thing what I do, so when I say the upper rank to go and help the other one, this make them autonomous. Okay, so it builds self-confidence, and they learn how to how to teach also at the same time.
Yes.
So they develop differently, and gradually they learn something.
So Sagar, do you think that it's positive for martial arts like Kyokushin or combat sports to evolve?
Yes, it is very important. Lots of people think it's dangerous. I would not say it's dangerous, because these kids, we have been prepared them to before they go to tournaments, we prepare them mentally and physically, and we always protect our kids when they go to these kind of tournament. So for me, yes, it needs to be evolved, and lots of people needs to understand that nowadays the world is different. It's not the same. You will see the crime statistic is getting higher. Everything, robbery. You got lots of things like that. I would not say it's a safe world. It's dangerous, and these martial arts. It's not only Kyokushin, but different types of martial art they can do. They will help them to to be strong also and to defend themselves if ever they are in danger. Yeah.
And what are the changes in perception that you wish to bring about in the martial arts or combat moves?
Like I say, these two sports that we're mentioning, it's not necessary to do these two sports. At least you're moving. You don't stay at home and doing nothing. I would say everything is important. Every sport that you see is important. You need just to go and do it. Don't stay at home and just do nothing. You will see the difference between a sedentary person and a person that practice sport. The way they think is different. The way they move and everything they do is different. If you're going to stay sedentary, you're going to stay at home. Your brain is going to you're not going to perform at work effectively. Even if you want to, if you have a grandson, you want to play with him, you're not able to do it. So I would say, go look for a club, even if it's a martial art, even if it's going to be athletic, like running, swimming, anything, just do it.
And before we let you go, share with us about your future goals now.
So my future goal is to go and to go world championship. I'm getting ready. I'm doing my best. So I think just lately I just lost 2 times. So there was a 2 international competition, which was Iron Fist tournament and the Indian Ocean Championship. I lost my tournament. Now I'm getting back on track. So which is my father Shihan and Sensei Lalit, the man is helping me to getting me back on track. My future goal is to be world champion. Yes, and to be at a higher level. Yes.
And we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sagar. It was a delight to have you on the set tonight and learn more about your journey in Kyokushin Karate.
Thank you very much.
Dear viewers, we have now come to the end of this episode. Thank you for your time. We hope to catch you next week at the same time, same channel. Have a great evening.